So let me start from there. So we will do it in a reverse way. I agree to what Suhas Bhai suggested, that we need to first discuss what is help desk, because there are a lot of people in today's meeting who are not aware कि ये क्या होता है. तो पहले उसकी बात कर लेते हैं. Okay, so when we talk of this help desk or support management system, so if you talk about help desk or if we talk about support tickets or anything of that sort, ये सबका मतलब एक ही निकलता है कि we want to manage customer complaints, and there are lots of things that we need to manage in it. So the technical word used for it is ITSM, but whatever word you use or you don't use, things are same. So before I explain you something and we start discussing कि ये क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, थोड़ी सी ना बेसिक की बातें करते हैं. तो जो संगम CRM है उसमें पूरा हेल्प डेस्क ना मोबाइल फर्स्ट फिलॉसफी से बनाया गया है. मतलब ये सोच के कि आप और आपका पूरा टीम आपके मोबाइल से सपोर्ट दे पाएगा और आपका कस्टमर मोबाइल से सपोर्ट ले भी पाएगा. सो दे कैन आल्सो क्रिएट टिकट्स फ्रॉम देयर ओन मोबाइल. सो दैट्स द बेसिक आइडिया बिहाइंड इट. Let us go ahead. So typically this support system is used in two ways. First is for help for external customers, आपके कस्टमर को हेल्प करने के लिए या सपोर्ट करने के लिए. और दूसरा होता है we have few customers who are using it for their internal organization. So if let's say we have an example कि भाई किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर 500 लोग काम करते हैं या 5000 लोग काम करते हैं, तो ऐसे किसी फैक्ट्री में या कंपनी में कम से कम 15-17 ऐसे इंटरनल टीम्स होती हैं जो सपोर्ट करती हैं. या थैंक यू. तो व्हेन यू हैव लॉट ऑफ पीपल रिक्वेस्टिंग फॉर सपोर्ट, मतलब अगर 500 लोगों का टीम है, मुझे लगता है हम लोग ये इंटरनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का कैसे हेल्प डेस्क चलता है ना, ये लास्ट में लेंगे. अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो व्हाट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ दिस हेल्प डेस्क सिस्टम, या जब हम NJCRM की बात करते हैं तो उसमें क्या क्या होता है. तो सबसे पहला ये टिकटिंग सिस्टम है. टिकटिंग सिस्टम मतलब कंप्लेंट मैनेजमेंट या हेल्प डेस्क, व्हाटएवर यू कॉल, दिस इज द बेसिक थिंग. मतलब कस्टमर का सपोर्ट का रिक्वेस्ट आया, उसको मैनेज करने का जो मैकेनिज्म है उसको बोलेंगे हम लोग टिकटिंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. उसके बाद जैसी टिकट मैनेजमेंट आता है तो दूसरा मुद्दा आता है कि मैंने जो प्रोडक्ट बेचा हुआ है या फिर मैं जिस प्रोडक्ट का सपोर्ट दे रहा हूं तो उसके बारे में भी डिटेल डालना पड़ेगा. दिस इज कॉल्ड एसेट मैनेजमेंट. मतलब कस्टमर के पास जो मेरा एसेट है उसका मैनेजमेंट, कि उसके पास कौन से मशीन है, उसका सीरियल नंबर क्या है, वारंटी है कि नहीं है, कैटेगरी है कौन सा, और वो सब डिटेल्स हम उसमें मैनेज करते हैं. फिर तीसरा फीचर जो है इसमें, दैट इज लाइक पावरफुल रिपोर्टिंग. यू कैन डू लॉट ऑफ एनालिसिस, क्योंकि जनरली ना लोग ऐसा समझते हैं कि सपोर्ट है मतलब इट्स ए कॉस्ट टू कंपनी, और जाहिर सी बात है कॉस्ट टू कंपनी है भी. तो हाउ यू कैन एनालाइज एंड देन चेंज इट. और एक मुद्दा ये भी है, देखो कि अब तक ऐसा मानते थे कि पहले मार्केटिंग 1.0 आया, फिर मार्केटिंग 2 आया. जैसे पहले होर्डिंग लगा के मार्केटिंग करते थे, फिर प्रेस और मीडिया आया, फिर सोशल मीडिया आया. आज के तारीख में लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं, और ये बड़े ज्ञानी लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि कस्टमर सर्विस इज नेक्स्ट मार्केटिंग. कस्टमर सर्विस आपका अच्छा होगा तो मार्केटिंग अच्छा चलेगा. सो मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन है, इसके बारे में अपना बात हो गया. और एक फीचर है कि एस्केलेशन एंड नोटिफिकेशंस पॉसिबल है. अब इसका बोलने का मतलब क्या है कि आपका कस्टमर का टिकट आ गया, अब वो टिकट को समझो आपने स्पेसिफाइड पीरियड रखा है कि इतने टाइम तक किसी ने नहीं किया तो आपके टीम को मालूम पड़ना चाहिए, या उसका एस्केलेशन का मैट्रिक्स होता है वो हिसाब से चलना चाहिए। या आपको बेसिक नोटिफिकेशन चाहिए कि जैसे ही कस्टमर का टिकट आए हम उसको एक मेल कर दें कि भाई आपका टिकट हमारे पास आ गया है और हम उसको देख रहे हैं, तो यू कैन डू दैट ऑल्सो। फिर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मैनेजमेंट आता है। ऑब्वियस बात है कि आपका आपके कस्टमर्स के साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा, फिर वो एएमसी होता है, सब्सक्रिप्शन होता है, अलग अलग तरीका है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स का। कुछ लोग ऐसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रखते हैं कि भाई जो पीरियड बेसिस पे रहता है, कुछ लोगों का ऐसा रहता है कि नंबर ऑफ टिकट्स के बेसिस पे रहता है। सो वट एवर इज योर बेसिस ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डिसीजन, बट दैट कैन बी मैनेज्ड हियर। एंड दिस टाइम एंड कॉस्ट एनालिसिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट। बहुत से लोगों को ये बहुत ज्यादा यूजफुल लगता है कि टाइम एंड कॉस्ट एनालिसिस होना चाहिए कि मैंने कितने कस्टमर्स के ऊपर, मतलब कौन से कस्टमर के ऊपर कितना एफर्ट किया या कितना मेहनत हुआ, कितना खर्चा हुआ। ये मल्टी चैनल सपोर्ट का मतलब है कि आप अपने कस्टमर से कोई भी चैनल से बातचीत कर सकते हैं, एंड दैट कैन गेट इंटीग्रेटेड विद द हेल्प डेस्क सिस्टम। कौन से चैनल सपोर्टेड है, तो ये सब है। आपको चाहे टिकट कॉल से आए, एसएमएस से आए, ईमेल से आए, व्हाट्सएप से आए, आप सपोर्ट का पोर्टल दे या चैट दे। अब इसमें सपोर्ट का पोर्टल है ना, ये खास है और अलग है। वी हैव मेनी क्लाइंट्स हु आर यूजिंग सपोर्ट पोर्टल। पोर्टल देने का एडवांटेज ये होता है कि आपका कस्टमर या आपके कस्टमर के लोग वो सीधा टिकट क्रिएट करते हैं आपके सिस्टम में। ठीक है, तो हम लोग वो भी देखेंगे कैसे होता है। अभी ये कहाँ कहाँ पे यूज होता है, देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स इनटू दिस। तो टिकट मैनेजमेंट वैसे ना काफी बड़ा और कॉम्प्लेक्स विषय हो सकता है, इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती है। जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा, एक तो ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बिलिंग सॉल्यूशन हुआ, फिर ऑटोमेशन का जो सपोर्ट मैंने कहा कि कितने दिन में ये हो जाना चाहिए, नहीं हुआ तो ऐसा करो, या टिकट आया है उसका असाइनमेंट का मैसेज आए अपने सर्विस वाले को, वो सब कर सकते हैं। कुछ लोगों ने ऐसा इम्प्लीमेंट कराया है कि जब भी कस्टमर का टिकट आता है और अपना इंजीनियर वो टिकट को रिजॉल्व करता है, तो कस्टमर को एक ओटीपी मैसेज जाता है और इंजीनियर ने वो ओटीपी इसमें डालना होता है। so there are lot of things that people do, but all things can be managed and done। फिर दूसरा एक बात ये भी है, जैसे यहाँ पे ये वाला जो पॉइंट है ना, इंटीग्रेटेड कॉल सेंटर सॉल्यूशन, ये खासियत है ऐसा बोल सकते हैं एनजे की। और उसमें ऐसा है कि वी हैव बीन सेलिंग कॉल सेंटर सॉल्यूशन सिंस लास्ट 12 ईयर्स। द सेम टाइम जब से हम लोग सीआरएम बेच रहे हैं तो कॉल सेंटर सॉल्यूशन भी बेच रहे हैं, तो ये बड़े काम का है, आपको बहुत यूजफुल होगा। और एक बात ये भी है कि वी हैव प्रॉपर एपीआई इंटीग्रेशन फॉर दिस। मतलब अगर आपका, सॉरी फॉर दैट, अगर आपको ये एनजे का जो संगम सीआरएम है उसको अगर किसी और सिस्टम से जोड़ना है तो वो भी आराम से जोड़ सकते हैं। अब आपकी वेबसाइट से जोड़ना है, आपके ईआरपी से जोड़ना है, या किसी से भी जोड़ना है, दैट इज पॉसिबल। फिर एक फीचर है और ये बड़ा काम का है कि स्मार्ट फीडबैक करके। तो स्मार्ट फीडबैक का बहुत अच्छा यूज होता है, एंड ये बहुत जरूरी है कि कस्टमर के पास से हमें मालूम पड़े कि हमारा कस्टमर हमारी सर्विस के बारे में कैसा सोचता है, हाउ दे आर फीलिंग इट, एंड एवरी वन ऑफ अस इज थिंकिंग कि ये होना चाहिए। तो मैं आपको ये दिखाता हूँ कि ये स्मार्ट फीडबैक वाला ना फंडा चलता कैसा है, हाउ डज इट वर्क। ठीक है, और हम उसके बाद वापस जाते हैं ये समझने के लिए हाउ इज दिस एंटायर टिकट्स एंड एवरीथिंग क्रिएटेड। So we will look at the smart feedback in a little while. Before that, I will go ahead and share with you how these tickets are created. Okay, there is nothing more on this page. Okay, before I move ahead, I think if you, any one of you have any questions till now, आप वो पूछ सकते हैं। Any questions? Anything that you want to ask or any doubt till now, whatever I have said? अब तक जो बातचीत किया उसमें कोई क्वेश्चन है, कोई डाउट है, कोई क्वेरी है? ठीक है, पहले ना हम लोग बेसिक टिकट कैसे होता है वो देखते हैं। तो टिकट का एक सब्जेक्ट होगा, मतलब समझो कि मैंने कुछ ऐसा लिखा है, जस्ट अ सेकंड, गिव मी 1 minute, आई विल बी बैक। And Bhumi from our team will be showing you how these tickets things works. Okay, so over to Bhumi. She will be sharing her screen in a very short while. Okay, we had one comment. Vijay Vaidya, we are using Freshdesk from 2015 to 2020 and migrated to CRM. Sir, Freshdesk has a very different kind of purpose and CRM is a different kind of thing. We will talk on this at a later stage. These are two very different usage scenarios. Yes, by the way, the data you can always migrate, and maybe you can talk to our team later on regarding this. This query was sent to me on chat by Mr. Vijay Vaidya on the chat. And Bhumi will be sharing the screen. So first we will look at how the ticket is created manually, and whatever we are showing on the screen, whatever fields you see, you don't need to have all those fields. ये तो हमारा स्क्रीन है तो हो सकता है ज्यादा फील्ड दिख रहे हैं, आपका स्क्रीन होगा तो कम फील्ड दिखेंगे. ओके, then we will see, first we will see basic tickets, then secondly we will see how the contracts or AMC part will also be coming into play or how it will be considered. और फिर हम लोग थर्ड मुद्दा देखेंगे और तीसरा मुद्दा ये होगा कि आपको ये जो स्मार्ट फीडबैक भेजना है ना, ये चीज कैसे चलती है, स्मार्ट फीडबैक वाला प्रोसेस कैसे चलता है. एंड वन मोर थिंग वी वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड, वो बीच में ही आ जाएगा कि प्रोडक्ट्स का कैसा हिसाब है. यू कैन ऑल्सो एंड यू विल हैव टू मैनेज द प्रोडक्ट्स, क्योंकि आपको सपोर्ट टिकट में प्रोडक्ट्स लेने हैं ना, इसलिए. And by the way, see, whatever process we are showing you right now, it is not necessary that you need to use this entire process as we are saying. आप इसमें जो भी प्लस माइनस करना चाहे वो कर सकते हैं. दिस इज 100% कस्टमाइजेबल एंड कॉन्फ़िगरेबल सॉल्यूशन. कंपलसरी नहीं है कि इतने फील्ड होने ही चाहिए, कंपलसरी नहीं है कि प्रोडक्ट का नाम डालना ही चाहिए. सी, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर बिजनेस प्रोसेस यू कैन चेंज इट.
Hello.
Yeah, Bhumi, if possible, you keep on speaking in English because we have one team. Some people might not understand Hindi properly.
Okay, sir. Noted.
Yeah, Bhumi, your voice is clear, audible.
Okay.
You can share
Can
the
I
screen.
share the screen? Okay.
Yeah, please. And by the way, let me introduce you to Bhumi. She is a senior person from our implementation team, and you can ask her any question, whatever you want, and she will be able to respond. So my request is that Mr. Gajendra ji, I understand that you want Hindi. So ठीक है, we will try to speak in a language which is common for both. And anyways, sir, we speak English, which is very simple to understand. And even if we speak Hindi, there will be lots of words which will be in English. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हम अंग्रेजी बोलेंगे तो हिंदी वाले को समझ में नहीं आएगा और हिंदी बोलेंगे तो अंग्रेजी वाले को समझ में नहीं आएगा. जो मुद्दे की बात है ना, वो तो वर्ड्स वैसे हैं, जैसे टिकट बोला तो टिकट ही बोलेंगे. ठीक है, टिकट के लिए तो यात्रा पत्रिका ऐसा नहीं बोलने वाले हैं. तो ऑल दोस वर्ड्स और कंसेप्ट्स विल बी डिस्कस्ड इन इंग्लिश ओनली, सो डोंट वरी. कोई भी भाषा बोली जाए आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा.
Okay. So we will start. First of all, I hope what a ticket is clear to you. So whenever you are getting any kind of support related concerns from any of your customers after sales, So that is managed from the tickets. So to get to that screen, you have a easy access to the menu. You can directly search for the ticket module, and you will get the option here. And as soon as you hover over it, you can see that there are two options. So for now, we will just stick to the manual ticket creation. So clicking on this create screen will take you to this specific layout where you can input all the information from the client end that you have received when he has reached you out related to any of the concerns he might have faced while using your product. Okay. So as you can see on the screen, there are a couple of fields which are available. I'll explain you some of the most important ones which will be there in your CRM as well, or which will be there in your process, if I say so. Because that is what a ticket is, means it captures all the support related details that you might need to address whenever any support ticket or whenever you have any concerns from your customers that are reported to you. Okay. So the most important of all is the ticket source, means from where you are getting this ticket. How is your customer reaching you out? How is your customer reaching you out? There could be multiple mediums. Like you can maybe that person has reached out through a call to one of your team members, or it could be possible that they have sent you an email on the email address that is available in your signature, or maybe they have reached you out through your website. So there could be multiple ways through which you might get a ticket into your CRM or in your business process. Okay. So this is again customizable. Whatever can be the defaults that we have already provided, like call is there, or email is there, or Freshdesk, which is one of the portals that is provided where customer logins are given and all your customers can log in their tickets there. Then we have intercom. So if you are using CRM from a long time, you might be knowing that we are providing one of the options. This is limited to the Sangam CRM users, whoever are using right now. So in your screens, you have this chat icon. If you click on it, CRM support, you get an option using which you can communicate with our team. So whatever concerns you might have or whatever issues you might have, you can just put a query over here and our team addresses those queries. So we get, this is one of the mediums for us as a ticket. It might not be there for you, but if you want, you can have a look at it. Similarly, there are other options like website is there, or somebody might have sent you a WhatsApp message that so and so product which I have purchased from you is not working, or there is some conflict going on and I'm not able to use the product properly. So these are certain kind of the options from where you might get a ticket into your CRM, or from where you might be getting your customer queries. So it is important to log because it helps you identify what is the easiest medium for your client profile to reach you out, and accordingly you can also identify, or you can use those options to later categorize, means you can, if you want, you are planning to change your tickets mediums, means how can you reach out to your customers. So you know that most of my clients are using email as a source for communicating with my team, so you can use that as a strength next time when you want to reach out to your customers. Okay. So this is important. Another thing which is important when you're logging a ticket is the information about the person who has registered this complaint. So for that, we have two options. Let me first put the ticket source as email. I'll log one live ticket so you can go through the entire process and you can relate to it. So let's say I have raised one complaint that I have received from the customer that he is facing some issue in account module. Okay. I can set up the account name. I can specify the contact name. Now, since the so means whatever tickets you are getting to your clients, from your clients. These are all your existing business customers. Means you have sold them something based on which you are getting these queries or you are getting these concerns. So that is why it is very important that you have this information in your CRM. You should have the contact information as well as the account information of that customer within your CRM, using which you can easily identify and use it while logging a ticket. Okay. In case if it happens that the customer or the person who has coordinated with your team for a certain issue is not there in the CRM, we recommend that you first create that customer and then log a ticket. This will be beneficial to you later out, because most of the times it happens that we are tracking the sales that we are getting from a certain clients, but we forget to track the support that we are giving to a certain list of clients, or that we are giving to a certain specific domain clients. So it is important to track that. We'll come to a later report as well, where I will show you how it will be useful if you are keeping this track of how many tickets were registered under a specific client. Okay. And the easiest way to get this information filled is just provide the contact name. So let's say I'm registering one ticket under my name. If you'll type, you can get suggestions over here. And similarly, you have a plus icon, or you can say the zoom icon, which will help you with a pop-up where entire client list from your CRM will be available. All you need to do is just type and search for your specific person. So let's say I select my person. It will take a second for the system to load this database so that it
राजीव
can
भाई,
pull out all the maximum
हाँ राजीव
information
भाई
it
नमस्ते।
has related to this account.
तो कैसा कंप्यूटर पे बोल।
Can someone mute this? Sir, I request that you can unmute if you have any queries, but otherwise, please keep it on mute so other members are not disturbed. Thank you. So as you can see, I have just selected this contact information, and as soon as I selected it, the account that was related to this contact is automatically fetched. Similarly, the contact information of this contact, like its email address and its phone number, have also been taken on its own. So I don't need to provide all this information manually. System is smart enough to pull it out if you are providing the contact details beforehand. Okay, here a designation is missing. If it would have been there, then this designation or the customer type, means to which domain this customer belongs, or what relationship we hold with them, that information can also be auto-populated. Next we have is the severity of a ticket. So severity helps you identify what means how urgent this problem resolution is to a client. It is not for our own, but it is to be taken care from the customer's point of view. So let's say if I have two customers in hand, one of them have an issue that account is not loading, and another has an issue that their CRM is down. It's not helping them in any way. Their team is entirely stuck. They are not able to use anything. So in this case, the second one will be my priority from the customer support perspective, because in the second case, my client is not at all able to use the product that I have provided them. Whereas in the first case, they are not able to use only a set of activities or a set of a solution that we are providing. Rest of them is still working. So it depends on the users, or we can say the support engineers who are working on the tickets to identify how are they going to relate, or how are they going to prioritize the tickets that are coming their way. This will also help to reduce their workload, because everything might not be important. One second. Because everything might not be important, there are certain things that can be done afterwards also, but Keeping a priority will help them schedule their day or schedule their support cases in a day. Fine. Next thing we have is the ticket type. Now, this will depend. Some of you might already be having this option and would be using it. Rest of them might not be still using it. So I'll just give you a little brief about how it can be used. So whenever you are getting a support ticket, there are two things that comes to your mind. Whether I'm going to provide support to this client without any additional cost, means whether it is within the warranty. And the another thing is, if the warranty has already expired, does it still comes under the circumstances that I have to provide them support without any additional costing? Okay, so this ticket types helps you identify that the support you are providing, in which category of the solution it belongs. Means whether comes as a new installation request from a client, whether you are doing it as a purpose of the demo for one of your existing clients, or you are post product installation you need to do, or if it is a customization request that has been placed through one of your clients, or it could be a training. So how this ticket type will help you. So whenever you are taking out the list of all the tickets that have been logged, you can identify that how many of them were actually the problems that were reported, how many of them have been request for a demo, or how many have requested for a customization in the default product that we are giving them. Okay. Next we have is the, you can skip this option, the project or the implementation date. These are specific to our own scenario or our own process that we are using in the system currently. So if you have any further requirements based on the project tracking or how can you manage projects into the CRM, then we can discuss this one to one when you are ready or when you are interested. Otherwise, for now, I'll skip this portion because it's not relevant to all the audience. Okay. Then next we have is the due date. Now this is also important, and this is in certain ways in relation with the severity level. So if something is very urgent or very important, in that case your due date will be in the recent means it would be in a near future, maybe a day after or with after some hours. So the probability of this closure means how long do we expect this ticket to be ongoing, and by when can I expect this ticket to close. That will be some way directly related to the severity level. So identify the severity, and based on that users can provide a due date based on their gut feeling that by when they can expect the resolution for this ticket. And based on this expectation, they can also set up the escalations. Means, let's say if my ticket was in the severity level of urgent or in high, and it has still not been resolved within the time frame of 2 days, so you can have the automations configured where system will remind you that this high priority ticket is still ongoing or has not yet been resolved. Okay, and the same analysis you can also get from our very own OPR dashboards, which will help you identify what priorities you need to sort out on a daily basis. Then there is a option where we have the support mode. This is again a very important field, or we can say a very important parameter that needs to be captured. It should never be left blank, because this helps you identify how are you reaching out to a client when they are sending you a query, whether you are using call as a medium to provide them the support, whether you are using the in-house support of your organization, or are you using the on-site remote support. Okay, so this will help you in classifying what is the major source or what is the major channel or medium that you're using for solving out all the queries you might have, or the tickets that are being registered in your organization. Then we have the product selection. So those who have already migrated to Sangam might be knowing that we are providing a category of solutions which you can use when you are adding any new opportunity or when you are adding any new lead into the system. So that same classification you can have at ticket level as well. And how it will help? So this will help you identify that whenever you are logging a ticket. So let's say if I say this one is for the CRM CRM related issue. So I'll just type CRM and I can see that there is a CRM as a product available. What is the use if I tag a product? At any point of time, if I'm dealing in multiple channel of products, let's say I am selling CRM as well, then I have thin client, for example, or I am dealing in telecloud as well. So the majority complaints that I am getting over a period of let's say time frame of 30 days or a time frame of 7 days. So I can identify that where my team is getting the maximum support, and if there is some way I can find out to ease that support. Means let's say if I am getting 100 queries in the last 7 days for the product of CRM, that due to slowness the users are not able to use the system. So this is one standard case which we are taking of our live examples. So what we can do in this case, in our review meetings, the internal meetings which we have, you can take a decision or you can analyze these tickets. You can have a quick look at the numbers that you are getting, or what is the product that is giving you the maximum number of tickets in this 7 days interval. Based on this slowness issue, our team identified that there needs to be some optimization to be done. So those decisions which you need to take in the product improvements can only be taken if you are managing this category of solution while creating a ticket. I hope this is clear to all. If there are any questions or there are any concerns, you can put it down in the chat box. We can discuss them after this training session. Next we have is the panel where you can manage the product or the AMC related details. So whenever you're logging any ticket for a specific product, so based on the product, you can identify that if any contract of this product is ongoing. So those are the AMC support calls which we generally call them as. For such cases, we don't charge anything because they are still under the contract renewal or the AMC that is ongoing. So to track such customers or to identify that how many support cases you are getting in as a part of your renewal, because this will help you identify whether if a let's say renewal is due after 6 months for a specific client, will they renew or not, or what will be their reaction when we ask for the renewal of the next due period. So this could only be identified if you are managing this information in the tickets. So if a client is not at all asking you for any support case in their renewal period, and then they are complaining that your product is not working as per my expectations, it keeps on giving me this so and so troubles. So that is not genuine, because you can show them those ticket reports that these are the so many these are the tickets that you have logged in last this many time frame, and that was the support given to us. If they have not logged any complaints, then they cannot tell you that your team has not identified the solutions or they have not tried to reach us out. So this will help you track your AMC renewals as well. Next we have is the details detailed summary. I'm skipping this section for more details because again this is specific to our own organization, which might not be needed to discuss in this call. In the detailed summary, you can see that there are multiple options where you can identify or categorize all the information you might have received from a client. Description, you can say that whatever within the first call you might have found out from the client itself, the problem that they have reported or what issues they might have faced. Then there is problem observed. So why we have these two options, description and problem observed? Basically both are the same, but one of them conveys what customer has told us, and problem observed help us identify what was the actual issue in the product based on the description client has specified. Okay. Then there is one option called comment. This you might already be using. Most of us know what an owner notification is. So let's say if a ticket I have given to one of my subordinates, they are working on that ticket, and I know that I have done a similar resolution for a certain issue in the recent period. So I can help them with that resolution for this ticket, and I want them to know that. What I can do is I can just add a comment for that ticket, and they will get a notification from their email mentioning that Bhumi Ajugya has added so and so comment in your ticket. So they will then be able to easily connect with me and find out what was the issue, and they can provide the resolution earlier than they expected. So that is why this comment section is also important. We can also have a demo of this comment option if we have request in the chat box. I am currently not showing you the live demo of how comment work because I am assuming most of us have already been using it for now. Okay. Next we have is the root cause. So root cause is also very important from a ticket or a support case perspective because it helps us identify what was the RCA or what was the actual cause that uh, has been identified. It could be in a product which can later then be resolved for all the clients who have not yet complained for the specific issue, but it is given as a release, or it is identified as a problem or a bug in the solution itself. So root causes help you to identify all such cases and resolve it in a different manner, because once I have the resolution, if I get the certain kind of an issue again and again, then I can easily identify or I can pinpoint that specific concern. I can resolve it from the root itself. And then there is resolution, which is the solution that you might have given to this customer. Okay, so for this one, let's say I'll add just a little bit of information here. I have selected the product, I have selected the severity. Now this issue is with the account module in CRM. So what exactly is the issue I can specify here? So I specified whatever concern there might be. I can add any comments if I want to. The problem observed I can capture here, and same for the root cause and the resolution. So let's say now I'm just logging a ticket. I have not yet worked on it, for example, so I'm keeping it on assigned stage for now. Stage will help you identify the entire life cycle of a ticket. Means as soon as it enters your CRM or it enters your system, what will be the certain steps or what will be the processes that it will go through. Once it is assigned, it will be given to somebody to work on. The person to whom it is assigned, they'll take it forward, they'll look after the issues that have been reported. Then either they'll work if they have the required resources. If the resources are yet to be received from the client, means let's say I need the login of this client to identify this issue. So in that case, I'll say customer side pending until and unless I have that information. It can be kept under observation, means let's say if I know a probable solution which might solve it. So I'll keep it under observation post doing that solution, and I'll see if it is still occurring, then I might need to rework on it. And if it solves, then I can easily request the client for a closure. And if it is closed, when we why we have two options is, when you think that the resolution is done but it is not yet confirmed by the client, you can keep it under close request, because you are requesting the client to verify the solution done by you, and then you proceed towards the closure. Once the client confirms, you can move it to the closure stage. And post closure, if there is a problem in the same product that was reported earlier, you can reopen that ticket. But again, there is a logical difference when we should reopen a ticket. So there are two things. It could be the ticket can be reopened even after a month or even after a year. But the probable time period in which you should reopen a ticket should be identified or means through a decisive, we can say, means it should be decided from your team, because it's not we cannot say that it was relevant to the same resolution done earlier if a client is complaining after a year, because that's a long period of time, and in that period of time the resolution might be changed from the next concern or for the next issue that they are reporting. So reopening a ticket is a crucial issue which needs to be identified. You need to take out some time with your support team and identify what could be the possible options for reopening a ticket. Some of you have already configured it in the 30 days span. Means if a closed ticket is again reactivated or has been submitted by a client in the next 30 days, then we reopen it. Otherwise, we create a new ticket if it is reported after that time span. Similarly, we have the OEM escalated, rejected, and resolved. OEM escalated means whenever if we are just being a service provider for a specific product and we are not actually manufacturing it, but a defect that client has requested is from the manufacturer end. So in that case, we need to escalate it to the manufacturer because it is not in our hands. So that is why we have given this option. Rejected, it could be one of the reasons, means let's say if a client has requested for a certain kind of a solution in your product, or they are looking after a certain kind of a way to carry out some activity from the CRM. Recently, we had one of the requests from the client. They want to send out all the marketing related WhatsApp activities which they are doing with their clients. But just to have a brief warm up, they wanted to send it to send it to their internal teams as well, and they wanted the track of all the activities that are done, but it is not possible in the CRM to do it as of now. So what we have done is we discussed it with the team, and then we found out that this request has not yet been faced by a lot of other clients as well. So for such scenarios where you think that the request that was done by client was not appropriate, or it doesn't require our attention, or it was falsely placed, in such cases you can reject the ticket. That is why we have two options: closed and rejected. Okay. And resolved is similar to closed. It is used by one of our other teams. That is why we have it. But generally, these two are the same. So you don't need two different options to manage your closed tickets. Whatever we have discussed so far is just from the field perspective or the parameters perspective, which are important for a ticket or a ticket capturing, or we can say whenever a service support ticket has been registered. I hope whatever we have covered so far is clear to all. If there are any questions or queries, you can ask. I'll take a 1 minute break over here.
Good evening, Bhumi. Suhas here.
Yes, good evening, Suhas sir.
So I have only one question with reference to the products part of the ticket.
Yes, sir.
Now, since this example of the ticket is for NJ and you are logging a ticket for CRM accounts,
Right. Correct.
you have selected product as CRM.
Yes, sir.
So does it mean that NJ has bought a product CRM and is a user of product CRM, or it is a general product? Means I want to have that differentiation. Means when we sell a product to a company, we enter that product under products for that company, correct?
Right.
And we are not selling any product to a company and still we are servicing it. Also possible, and ticket is required for such product also.
Right, sir. Whatever you have asked is correct.
Product in the ticket over here.
Yes, yes. So that is where the AMC and the product management, what sir has one of the points he has mentioned in this webinar is related to it. Since I am showing you the demo currently from our NJ World CRM, to just clarify, we don't use the product as a means we don't tag a products against each and every account. So we don't have that relationship. We are using it through a drop down in a very generalized format. But
Okay.
if you are using that flow, means if you are tagging all the products that are sold to a specific customer. For example, if I have sold CRM to NJIT Solutions, so when you are selecting CRM as a product for that ticket, warranty details of that product, means let's say if I am giving him subscription for 1 year when the CRM has been activated, so it comes under my warranty period. So for that case, I'll provide the support free of cost. Otherwise, if it falls out of my warranty, I'll check if there are any AMCs currently running for this product of NJIT solution. Okay. If the AMC is ongoing, so in that case also I'll provide the support free of cost because they are still renewing the CRM subscriptions. I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Okay. And if the renewals have also expired and they have not yet confirmed the next renewal, so in this case, whatever support I might be providing to this client for any of the support tickets or concerns they are coming to us, we will charge them as per the standard policies you might have.
Okay.
Okay.
There is one more question from Kailash sir. How to validate warranty and AMC of the
Okay.
products?
Okay. Can we have one of the live logins from the clients who are present here? Because I don't have that drop down concept, so I won't be able to log. But if any of you are comfortable enough to share your CRM logins, it would be a great help.
Kailash sir, you are having your CRM posted and working now. Can you share?
I may not be having the password right now, so.
Okay. So, Bhumi, I can share my CRM screen.
Yes, sir. That will be great. 1 second, I'll just give you the access. Yes, sir. I've given you the access to share the screen.
But
So by the time Suhas sir shares the screen, I'll just address one of the queries I have in the chat, the most recent one by Kailash sir. There could be products in warranty and some products would have moved to AMC. Yes, sir, that is correct. So what we do is if you have those product and AMC both managed from the system itself. So when a product is still under its warranty, so in this case the warranty details will be auto fetched in your ticket from your product module. And if the product warranty has expired, but there is an active AMC ongoing, so those AMC details will also be fetched. Yes, sir, I can see your screen.
yeah. So, should I open ticket?
Yes, you can open tickets. So you are using the AMC and product, both the concepts from CRM itself?
Yeah, we are having AMCs.
Okay. You can just click on the create screen. I can see that some filter is applied, so you don't have any results for now.
I have cleared that filter.
Okay. Yes, sir. Can you open any one of the tickets?
Yes.
Okay, just edit this ticket, or if you can create a new ticket, that will also help.
We can.
This is a group
Yes.
ticket. Okay, fine. So on this screen, so can you just highlight the contact product name and the contract fields we have?
Contract is not there for this particular field. and customer type is customer, which means he has bought material from us. Then
Yes.
what other things you are saying? Problem.
No, just the product name. Means I just want to highlight, since we had a drop down in my share screen. Here you can see that there is a different input. It is a master from where you can select the product sold to this specific customer.
Yes.
Sir, you will have to search for the account name. No, 1 second. Can you just search for the account name?
Account name
So
is
I'll
Impact.
Yes, so what we are doing is for this account, B Impact Logistics Solutions Private Limited, I want to see what all products I have sold him yet. So can you just copy that account name? No, we don't need to go on the second screen. Just copy that account name.
Yeah.
Done? Okay, no, not even there. Just click on this product name. There is a pop-up available to search for the products.
Yeah.
If you want to help, if you want to help, I have that on my screen. This is Purav Shah from Infotech Ahmedabad.
Yeah. Bhumi, I've copied this name. What do you want next?
Okay, Purav sir, we can continue from this screen itself.
Yeah.
Sir, click on this product name. The search icon you have opened earlier, the pop-up. Can you open it once again for product name?
Okay. So from here you want to take?
No, in the search option in the top, just copy that, paste that company name.
There are no products under that company.
Okay, so we'll need one such account where we have contracts and the products both related, where we can show this.
Purav, can you take up from here and share your screen? Hello, Purav.
Yeah, no issues.
So I'll stop sharing my screen and you can open your screen. Bhumi, you can allow Purav to share his screen.
Sir, I have allowed participants to share the screen. Purav sir, can you confirm if you are getting that option? Okay, I can see your screen.
Is it
Now
visible?
here,
Right?
yes sir, I can see the screen. Thank you so much. So here you can see that product is selected. Sir, can you just show me the account name? Okay, Ankit Choksi and Company is the company. Yes sir, you can close this. So we have the account, and related to that account, there are these many products available, and from that he has selected a specific product for which the ticket needs to be registered.
These are the number of accounts which we have.
Yes sir, that is fine. Can you close this? Okay. Now here he has selected a product, and sir, can you just remove the product details, contract details, and do it once again so all the audience can see how it is done. Yes, select one of the products sold to this company.
So Bhumi, my question, shall I just, re-specify my question here? Hello?
Sorry, sir. Yes, Kailash, sir.
See, my question is that there would be some products which are sold under warranty, and their warranty is either within warranty or it is expired, or there will be some products where warranty has been converted into AMC, and there will be
Yes.
products where freshly they have been taken into AMC. They were not products sold by us. Okay.
Sorry,
So,
sir, I didn't get your last line. Can you
the
repeat?
last one is now the last one is that they will be when you're taking products in AMC, it is not necessary that the products are sold by you. Okay, so they may not be the products converting from warranty to AMC. They could be fresh products adding in AMC itself. Correct.
That can also be a scenario, correct?
Yeah, that could be also a scenario. So my question is that if we are using CRM, wherein we are, putting in all the sale details, that means warranty products are adding on, and the contracts are also being listed, and in those contracts, new products are getting listed. Then is it possible to log the ticket with due verification of warranty through CRM? This is my question.
Okay.
I want the validation of
Hello.
warranty / AMC to be done by CRM based on the database that we have fed in CRM.
Sir, with due respect of NJ's team, I want to add it to your point.
Yes, sir.
So if you have added the product in CRM under this account, definitely you will be able to fetch the warranty status of the product which you are selected during the ticket.
Correct.
So in this customer, not all the products are AMC, but this is around 47, 48 items that we have entered. So these are one of the product which we sold, which is not under AMC right now. So even that I selected.
Yes, sir.
You got the serial number and warranty expiry date as well. So this is under comprehensive contract, not under AMC.
No, Purav sir, Scalar sir's question is a little different. Ishani ma'am, if you can help me with the flow of Scalar sir, I may help.
So let me make it simpler, Bhumi. Shall I make it simpler? मैं थोड़ा सा इसको explain
Yes.
करूँ.
Yes, sir, please.
Example ले लेते हैं Ankit Choksey and Company, and there he has listed a serial number called L300KA something, right? And warranty expiry date is 2024 because it's under maybe 3 years warranty. Correct.
Right.
So the ticket here should be of warranty type, not of AMC type. That is the first thing. And it should automatically take as warranty type because it is not AMC. Is it not?
Yes.
So as soon as I mention the
should, sir.
Hello, let me complete my question. As soon as I select a product name which will come from the product list, and the customer is already selected because customer is calling me, I am wanting to log his call and I am putting in the product and the serial number. As soon as I put in these three details, my database should fetch automatically when the warranty is expiring, whether it is under warranty or in AMC or not, isn't it?
Correct, sir. Right, exactly. Yes, sir. So when you have the product within the warranty, your ticket type will be in warranty. And if the product warranty has expired, and if there is an ongoing renewal or AMC or a contract, so in this case, it will show as AMC.
Yes. And if it is not in any of these two, then it will show out of warranty.
Yes, in that case, by default, we have an option called paid in ticket type, which helps us identify that we need to charge for this ticket support, which we are providing.
Exactly. This is my point. So will this be
yes, sir.
automatically done, or you have to select, like in this case?
Yes.
In this case, which is the example being shown by Mr. Purav, here the ticket type should automatically come to warranty, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. So I'll just get it checked with the team because here we don't have in warranty as one of the options. So probably he has changed some of the inputs from his CRM processing or the way he is processing the tickets.
Okay. Fine.
So it is customized according to their end. But whatever you have just mentioned is what is the standard offering, that if a product is in warranty, ticket type will be warranty. If the product has expired, means the warranty has expired, but the renewal is ongoing. So it will be under AMC. And if renewal and warranty both are expired, then ticket type will be paid.
Yes, precisely.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Any other questions we have on this?
Should I
No
stop
problem.
sharing?
Yes, yes, you can stop sharing. Thank you so much for sharing the screen. So I'll again share my screen so we can continue. So I have just logged one of my the tickets under client as NJIT solution, and the contact person is Bhumi Ajugya. So now you can have automated emails sent out from the system, which will help your customers notice that their problem has been taken into the consideration or has been addressed by the client, and so is the ticket number. So you can decide whatever information you may want to convey a client whenever a new ticket is logged, and that information can be sent out as an automation email from the CRM itself. So next time, if they want to take a specific call with your team, identifying the issue or take any updates related to the support case they have registered, they can just let you know the ticket number which was shared with them, and based on the ticket number, any of the support engineers or the executives can find out what is the current progress, and they can track it and share it with the client on the call itself. Okay. And there are other automation emails also which you can configure, just like how a ticket generation email can be sent. You can have a ticket closure email sent out to the customer whenever a ticket is being closed. So your customer can identify and know that their concerns has been resolved by the team, and resolution has been done. So they can just verify and confirm you back if the resolution that they were expecting is done or they are still facing that issue. Okay, and another thing is the support feedback. Now, feedback is very crucial when it comes to support tickets, because you might be closing, means let's say a customer has been asking for a certain resolution for a very long period of time, and finally your team has resolved that. So, post resolution, what was the reaction of that customer, or what do they think about the support you are providing, or their experience with your team? That needs to be captured in order to understand if the support process that you're following or the support you're giving to your clients is helping them in some way, whether they are happy with the support they are getting from your team, or if they need any other issues or concerns to be addressed, or if there is some gap between both the teams. Means let's say the support was not provided as per their expectations, or they have certain complaints related to the executive who has help them with this specific support. So they can directly reach us out, they can share us their experience, and this will also help us build a stronger customer relationship. That is what it is all about. Post sales, it is very important to keep our customers in contact or be in touch with them, help them whenever we can, so we can establish the new business from our existing clients. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll just close this ticket. We'll again edit this ticket. Okay. I'll just go to that ticket. Somehow my login got logged out. Maybe because I'm on another system, so ma'am might have used it. I'll just edit it. So we'll close this ticket considering that the resolution that client was requesting has been done, and resolution has been confirmed by the client. So we'll close it. I'll go to the emails. I'll just refresh the emails one. Okay, the ticket has been closed. Will come. Okay, it's logged in as Ishani. I just log out from here, or I can log in the another tab to show. Okay, sorry. So this is my login now. As you can see, I have registered this ticket under my email address, and I have two emails from my CRM. One is related to the ticket that has been registered. So this is the email that your client will get. You can specify that, you can templatize this, and if you want to activate it, all you have to do is just send out those templates to our team. We'll get it configured for you, and then onwards, whatever tickets you are registering, for each and every ticket, ticket registration mail as well as the closure and feedback emails can be sent out automatically. It is that simple. So you can also customize these templates. As we have our own logo, you can set up your logo, or you can request for the specific templates that you might need. And these are the details which we are sharing with our clients as a part of our ticket. So we share the ticket number, we share the problem which was reported, the account name, means on which account base it was registered, the contact person, the city. Now this city I have not filled in the custom ticket details which I have shared, but it was automatically captured based on the account name which I have specified while creating a ticket. Registered date means when was this ticket logged in the CRM. Product for which I have registered the ticket. This you can skip, as we mentioned. This is from our CRM requirements. It may not be required for your process flow. The support call is there. Support mode, whatever I have used to communicate with the client for the support call. Support in charge means who is handling this ticket from our team, or we can say the customer, the CRM users team. So here it shows is Ishani Lad, because that is the login I used for logging this ticket, and it is assigned to Ishani. Okay. And then there is the description which helps the customer identify that what was the issue they have reported, and if it has been communicated to the customer properly. Means if there is any discrepancy between what I have uh, reported and what they have understood, I can just give a call back on this number, or send a reply on this email mentioning the exact issue which I am facing, and they can make those changes accordingly. Another email which we have just received is a closure email. So post closure, this is the email that we sent out to our customers, mentioning the details of the problem that they have reported, what was the resolution provided, and who was the contact person, and so. And post closing the ticket, there is also one feedback email which goes to our client. Now, this feedback email can also be customized as per your request. You can click on this option to give the feedback as per your experience. It's not necessary that you always give the good feedback. If you have any complaints, you can register that also. Okay, I think there is some production ongoing. So my response was not submitted properly. But whatever response you will submit on the closure will be logged in your system, and where you can see that response in the feedback panel. So this feedback response will capture the rating, whether it was excellent, good, bad, fair, and feedback suggestions will give you what was customer's experience. If they want to put it in words, they can specify, and it will be captured over here. And then later on you can analyze these tickets and find out, or if you have means, let's say for a specific executive we are getting very great remarks, then there would be something he is doing to elevate the support he is providing to our clients. Maybe he could share with rest of the team members, and they can be helped provide a better support to the clients. I'll also share one video related to the feedback. We'll just play this video. So this explains. This link I'll also share with you in the chat after this video is done. So it explains why customer feedback is important, why it should be captured, how it is recommended, what should be asked, and what is the backend behind the designing this feedback support, and rest of the details. You can go through this blog later on. For now, I'll just play the video.
Hello and welcome to this fourth video of Sangam CRM. Today we are going to
Let me know if the audio is properly audible to all, or if there are any glitches.
Audio was not clear as of now.
Okay, I'll play once again for 5 seconds. Let me know if it is still the same.
talk about how the smart customer feedback works in Sangam CRM. Fundamentally, the feedback from the customers, especially.
Is it proper now?
Volume is quite low.
Okay.
Is it my experience or all others are also having the same experience?
Can others also please confirm, so we can be on the same page?
It is audible.
So overall,
Okay.
seems to be volume is low.
Okay. What I'll do is, let me use some other screen to share the video. Just a minute. I've shared the link in the chat. I'll ask one of my teammates to share the screen and play the video. 1 second. Is the screen visible to all?
Yeah, it is coming up.
Okay. So I'm playing the video again. Is it audible?
No, not at all.
No audio.
Okay, 1 minute. Sorry, sir. Just a minute, sir.
Shall I try once?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Suhas, sir, for sharing.
Customers, especially when you close their.
Is that okay?
Yes, I am able to hear. Rest of the participants, can you please confirm?
Yes, it is okay.
Okay. Yes, sir, please play.
Tickets or resolve their problems is.
So the audio is not audible now.
So here is a ticket. I've created ticket for support and the status is pending. Let's say
Is that okay?
Actually, the audio and video are not in sync because I think we are facing some issues in the sharing. What I'll do is,
Yeah. Good.
I'm afraid we'll need to skip the video for now, but I'll definitely request all the participants to go through this video. It's just a 4-minute video explaining the entire feedback process in detail and how it can be useful and how you can even customize the templates on your own. You don't need to get to our team or ask for our support. All you have to do is just watch this video, find the template in your CRM, and you're good to go with whatever you want to send to your customer. Okay. Now, before we conclude, I'll just share you one of the ticket analysis report, which will be helpful to you. And this report will have it as a default configured in all the CRMs. Currently, it's not there, but it will be there in your CRM by probably Monday end of the day when we have our next production planned. So by the time this loads, can you share your experience related to this session? Was it useful to you, or if you have any concerns or doubts which you might need to share with rest of the team members present?
We are concluding this session today, just now at this stage.
Yes, sir.
I think
Yes.
we should continue this session one more time with the remaining points to be covered.
Definitely, sir. In fact, we'll ask your suggestions on what other, because we have covered a lot of sales perspectives or the sales insights. Now we would like to know what you like to know from the support system, how you can maximize the supports from your CRM itself. So if you can, if you have any topics in mind or if you want us to cover anything specific, do share in the chat. We'll consider and definitely take it in our next sessions.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just change this to ticket. We have one of the tickets available. Sorry, reports available on the ticket module itself. Mm. So these are the ticket reports we have in our CRM, and 908 time and cost analysis of tickets. This we will be providing all of you by default in your Sangam CRMs. So this helps you identify what was the total time or the cost that was incurred in solving a specific support case registered by a client. How many of you are using the employee cost in the CRM? If you can just share your insights, we can discuss on this. Okay, I'll reframe the question. How many of you knows that you can manage employee cost, means your CRM users cost from CRM itself?
I know that we can input employee cost in the
Hmm.
CRM. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
highlight how you can use it over here.
Okay. So I'll just give you a little gist or a brief about how it can be useful. So let's say if you have a team of 5 members, and based on their salaries, if you can put it somewhere in the CRM that on an hourly basis, what is the cost that you are giving to a specific user, and if you track their daily performance from the CRM itself, will you be able to identify who are the actual performance and who are the pretenders, right?
Right.
Because if they are doing something, that will be logged in the CRM itself, and you will get the performance based on their cost and time analysis. And those who are not doing it, that will also be tracked because their cost versus time analysis graph will show the results, as you can see from this. So our report has loaded. We'll discuss a little bit on the filters we have applied. So what I have taken as the filters is ticket status mentioned as closed, means all the tickets which are closed. In what time frame? So I'm saying those that were created in last 7 days. And product I have specifically chosen as CRM. So this is again one of the benefits why you should categorize your products so that you can use them in the filters efficiently. Based on these filters, I am getting this report, and these are the details for the report. Here you can see I am getting client-wise report. So what will this help me identify? That against the product cost which we are getting, or the renewals, or that we are getting from a specific client, what is the we can say support uh, maintenance cost that is going on that client. So here we have one of the clients, for example AG Digitas, and you can see that there are 2 tickets that were logged in last 7 days. The total duration spent. Now this duration is in time, so it helps me identify what was the total duration I have spent on these tickets, and it is logged by the users. And based on that users cost analysis, you can see what was my cost to a company for resolving this ticket. Okay, and similarly, you can see for rest of the clients. So this will give you 2 insights. One, for a specific client, what is the resources that I'm spending, and what is the we can say maintenance cost I'm spending. And two, if you change this grouping, so let's say if I remove account, another thing we'll do is instead of account, let's say I'm specifying assigned to. So now this is the second analysis which I am getting from a single report. First report showed me what was the cost to company or what was the maintenance cost for we can say maintaining a specific customer after sales. And this report, when I change it from company name to assigned to, it gives me what is the efficiency of my engineers or what is the efficiency of my support team members. So you can see it user wise, which user has solved how many tickets in the frame of last 7 days, and what was the duration that they would have spent on those tickets. Okay, and based on their cost, employee cost, which you are which if you have mentioned in the profiles, you can see the cost analysis based on the time duration they have spent for this ticket. I hope both of these insights were useful to you. If you have any queries on how to manage employee cost in the CRM, I request that you have a call with your team members with whom you are coordinating for CRM related issues in our team, and they'll help you figure it out. And you can also just ask them about the queries. How you can identify the employee cost if you are not sure what exactly needs to be done.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we will do.
And this report will be providing by default. So by probably next Monday, you will have it in your dashboards and in your CRMs also. So you can then use it directly. And you can change the same report in multiple other ways. So from this report, let's say if I remove the duration and if I want to see how many tickets were solved or how many tickets were updated by my users in last 7 days, I can just have a direct look at it as well. Okay. Do we have any questions from any of the topics we have covered today? We'll just have a look at the chat screen. Okay. Yes, Kailash sir, you can implement. You can discuss with Ishani ma'am or Shweta and they'll help you out definitely. Any other queries are there? I'm scrolling, but to save the time, if anybody has any queries, they can directly unmute and ask. Sachin sir, so sorry, I didn't check your chat, but if it is for a specific concern, you can just ask in the WhatsApp groups of your CRM implementation, and if not, me and one of the other team members will take you remote and explain you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. Kailash sir, you can customize. We can also provide you the default templates. So defaults we can configure for you, and if you want to change logo or change the content that is sent out to your clients, you can even have it customized as per your need.
I would like to have that. So maybe at earliest, whenever it is possible, let's do it.
Sure, sir. You can register tickets here for us also. I'll just share the email address on which you can register a ticket. So when you send any email on this email address, ticket is registered in our CRM and it is given forward to our team. So this also you can configure in your CRM. If you have a dedicated email address for support, you can just ask your team members to get it registered in the CRM. So they don't need to manually log any tickets. Based on the email address of the client, they can actually attach those tickets to the concerned account and contact, and they just need to provide the support specific details.
Okay.
Okay. Any other queries or concerns we have, team? Okay, I think then we are good to conclude. And if you have any suggestions for the next Sangam concept of whether we should do it on support, please share your views. We'll definitely take it into consideration. And this record session has been recorded, so we'll also share this link and publish it on our website and YouTube a day after tomorrow. So probably by Monday you will have it the links on our YouTube channel as well as on NJ's blog.
Okay.
Okay, Fine. So thank you all for your participation. And if you have any queries, do reach us out. You have our support numbers, our email addresses. So we'll be happy to help you all. Thank you. Thank you all.